Sahih al-Bukhari 1762. Narrated Aisha. We set out with the Prophet, with the intention of performing Hajj only. The Prophet reached Mecca and performed Tawaf of the Kaaba and between Safa and Marwa and did not finish the Ihram, because he had the Hadi with him. His companions and his wives performed Tawaf of the Kaaba and between Safa and Marwa, and those who had no Hadi with them finished their Ihram. I got the menses and performed all the ceremonies of Hajj. So, when the night of Hasba, night of departure, came, I said, O Allah's Messenger, all your companions are returning with Hajj and Umrah except me. He asked me, didn't you perform Tawaf of the Kaaba, Umrah, when you reached Mecca? I said, no. He said, go to Tanim with your brother Abdurrahman, and assume Ihram for Umrah and I will wait for you at such and such a place. So I went with Abdurrahman to Tanim and assumed Ihram for Umrah. Then Safiya bint Huyai got menses. The Prophet said, Akra halka. You will detain us. Didn't you perform Tawaf al-Ifada on the day of Nar, slaughtering? She said, yes, I did. He said, then there is no harm, depart. So I met the Prophet when he was ascending the heights towards Mecca and I was descending, or vice versa. Sahih al-Bukhari 1763. Narrated Abdulaziz bin Rufai. I asked Anas bin Malik, tell me something you have observed about the Prophet, concerning where he offered the Zuhr prayer on the day of Tarwiyah, 8th Dhul Hijjah. Anas replied, he offered it at Mina. I said, where did he offer the Asr prayer on the day of Nafr, day of departure from Mina? He replied, at Al-Abta, and added, you should do as your leaders do. Sahih al-Bukhari 1764. Narrated Anas bin Malik. The Prophet offered the Zuhr, Asr, Maghrib and Isha prayers and slept for a while at a place called Al-Mahasib and then he rode towards the Kaaba and performed Tawaf, al-Wada. Sahih al-Bukhari 1765. Narrated Aisha. Al-Abta was a place where the Prophet used to camp so that it might be easier for him to depart. Sahih al-Bukhari 1766. Narrated Ibn Abbas. Staying at Al-Mahasib is not one of the ceremonies of Hajj, but Al-Mahasib is a place where Allah's Messenger camped during his Hajjat al-Wida. Sahih al-Bukhari 1767. Narrated Nafi. Ibn Umar used to spend the night at Daituwa in between the two Thaniyas and then he would enter Mecca through the Thaniya which is at the higher region of Mecca, and whenever he came to Mecca for Hajj or Umrah, he never made his she-camel kneel down except near the gate of the Masjid, sacred mosque, and then he would enter it, and go to the black stone corner and start from there circumambulating the Kaaba 7 times, hastening in the first 3 rounds, Ramal, and walking in the last 4. On finishing, he would offer 2 rakat prayer and set out to perform Tawaf between Safa and Marwa before returning to his dwelling place. On returning to Medina from Hajj or Umrah, he used to make his camel kneel down at Al-Batha which is at Tul Hulayfa, the place where the Prophet used to make his camel kneel down. Sahih al-Bukhari 1768. Narrated Khalid bin al-Harith. Ubaydullah was asked about Al-Mahasib. Ubaydullah narrated, Nafi said, Allah's Messenger, Umar and Ibn Umar camped there. Nafi added, Ibn Umar used to offer the Zuhr and Asr prayers at it, i.e. Al-Mahasib. I think he mentioned the Maghrib prayer also. I said, I don't doubt about Isha, i.e. he used to offer it there also, and he used to sleep there for a while. He used to say, the Prophet used to do the same. Sahih al-Bukhari 1769. Narrated Nafi. When Ibn Umar approached Makkah, he used to pass the night at Daituwa till dawn, and then he would enter Makkah. On his return, he used to pass by Daituwa and pass the night there till dawn, and he used to say that the Prophet used to do the same. Sahih al-Bukhari 1770. Narrated Ibn Abbas. Tul Majaz and Ukais were the markets of the people during the pre-Islamic period of ignorance. When the people embraced Islam, they disliked to do bargaining there till the following holy verses were revealed. There is no harm for you if you seek of the bounty of your Lord, during Hajj by trading, etc. 2.198